Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So we have a video that's starting to go viral of this young lady who is telling the world that she has quit her job, and you won't believe the reason that she gives for having to do this. I'm going to go ahead and let it play. This is about 2-3 minutes long, and we're just going to let it play in totality, and then I'll have another video that I want to share with you, and here we go.
My job because I can't take care of my basic needs and work 40 hours a week. It's really hard for me to say this out loud and put it online, but I know that I'm not the only one who is going through this. I'm 28 years old and I forget to do simple things like brush my teeth, take a shower, or feed myself on a daily basis. I do want to make it super clear. I was raised by two very strict, very neat West Indians. And if you also have immigrant parents, you know they take hygiene to another level. But despite my upbringing, I still struggle with this because I'm autistic. I've almost been fired from every job that I've ever had, and it's not because I'm not smart. I actually tend to overperform in the beginning. And my last two jobs, I got bonuses within a year of being there. But after some time, I inevitably burnt out. I'll wake up one day and I realize I haven't taken a shower in 3 weeks. It's really frustrating because I know that I am smart, but it's like I still can't manage to take care of myself despite having accomplished a lot of really amazing things in life. Like, it's not just a matter of trying harder or being more disciplined. If I could take care of my basic needs and work a full-time job, I would have fucking done that by now and then some. It's just I'm not helping myself by not recognizing my autism as a disability, and it is truly disabling for me. And it's honestly like a form of self sabotage and harm to be putting so much energy into building up these executive functioning skills at work and have nothing left to give myself. It's like I would literally wake up at 5 a.m., pace back and forth in the hallway, start work at 7, finish at 6, eat, sleep for dinner, and then crawl into bed at 8. Like, I definitely feel insane leaving a good gig like at the verge of a recession, but I feel like I've gotten to the point where my professional life has come at a cost of my personal life, and if I don't stop and pause, I'm not going to have either. Like, if I want to actually become the person that I want to be in my 30s and 40s and actually get there in one piece, taking care of myself has to become my full-time job. Like, it's not lost on me that I'm putting myself in the driver's seat and I don't even have my fucking license. Um, but I digress. I don't know. I just know that I wasn't born to raise shareholder value. I actually want to live my life and I need to learn how to be a person in order to do that. So, yeah, love that for me. Oh, thank God. So I quit my.
Okay. So I want to preface what I want to say by acknowledging things like autism, um, and understanding like certain ways that people function. But despite that, her issue is, even if she is autistic, that what she's complaining about, autism is not the cause of that. This autism has nothing to do with that. Nothing. Plenty of people who are autistic function very well. You would not know that they suffered in any way from the different quirks. And not to mention, I think in some instances, the concept of being autistic is sort of misused in some ways. I'm not saying she's doing it, but I don't want that to be the crux of this video. And I don't think that's her real issue. I think there are several issues at play for this. You would have to take care of yourself whether you had a job or not. The job is not even the problem. Not working, when you said 3 weeks without a shower, see, it's a lot of stuff I'm not buying. And I'm not buying what you selling because you got a whole TikTok channel that you regularly post to. So you don't forget to do that part. But you'll forget to brush your teeth. You'll forget to do hygiene. For no shower for 3 weeks, you stink and you stink bad. So what do you do with your underwear? Just keep pulling them back up every time you go to the bathroom and it never strikes you. You know what? I feel dirty. Like I feel dirty. Let me go clean myself. Let me go, you know, do something with it. Like your braids look a couple of weeks old, but a couple of weeks ago you went to go do your braids or you did them yourself. Like I'm not buying it. It's not even lazy. In her particular case, this is depression. She's depressed. She's depressed and she does not know how to manage her life. This one doesn't understand how to manage her life. She don't know how to manage her time. She don't know how to manage her energy. She does this is the chaos that a lot of chicks live in when they're single. She's 28 and she's talking about if she want to be the person she's trying to be in her 30s. You're knocking on the door of 30. 30 is in 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years. You are almost 30, ma'am. She said she had a strict upbringing, a good upbringing, two-parent household, all that good stuff. So that's not even like the issue. She needs help. But before we say she needs to get a man, she needs help. Like she needs to figure out what's with the depression. And people might be saying, well, no, Crimson, she's not depressed. She's just lazy. No, she's depressed. She's depressed. And it might be a little mix of lazy, but she's depressed. Because for you to, that's a major sign of depression. Not taking care of yourself, not cleaning your space, not cleaning yourself, self neglect. Like consciously, you're neglecting your space, yourself, you know what I'm saying? And then you present something outwardly to the world. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Look, this is another one of her videos. It doesn't need sound because she's not saying anything because it's just got some music. But this is her again. Clean my depression apartment with me. She's actually got a nice apartment. Underneath all of this crud, the apartment's actually nice, right? This is how you're living. These are the chicks that'll tell you what they don't want, what they're not gonna take, what they're not gonna accept from other people, and this is how they live. This is how they be living. This is definitely mental health. A portion of this is a mental health issue because I personally just believe that being dirty like that is a mental health issue, regardless. Whether you want to label it as depression, not depression, autism, not autism, lazy, whatever it is that you're trying to name this as, being filthy like that, it is something wrong with you. It is something wrong with you because you can't tell me that we live in a first world country with indoor plumbing, access to hot water, access to ways to clean. It's very cheap and you don't do it to the point where it get like this. It is something going on with you, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. Because like I said, the apartment itself is actually nice. That's not a raggedy spot she living in. It's filthy. And then these women don't want no man to come into their life to give them order. You need it because this is how you living without it. Don't want no man to tell them. You need somebody to come tell you clean up. A man living in that house with you, if he ain't dirty, if he's not nasty too, it can't even get like that because he gonna stop you in your tracks. Wait a minute, why is this not clean? Like this same spot been right here on the floor for 3 days. So you ain't vacuumed in 3 days. You start trying to have sex with you and you stink, he gonna tell you about it. Now this one will try to go out and find some type of man to bust it down. Really? This is why I'm not really buying, even though I gave my caveat for the autism thing, blah, 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 blah. This is why I'm not really buying that you can't work because you can't work and take care of yourself due to some mental illness. You're too lazy to do this. Just say you want to be taken care of by a man so that you can just chill and focus on yourself, because your time management and energy management is so bad, but you're making time to do the stuff that you want to do. You're making time to make these TikTok videos. The reason we can even see you is because you take the time to set the camera up, to be somewhere in front of your phone camera to make these videos, and then you take the time out to edit the videos, and then you taking the time out for the stuff you want to do. This is stop playing. Stop playing. You want somebody to feel sorry for you because you want to mention the autism thing and da 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 da. That may all well be fine and good, but that ain't got nothing to do with you making time for the stuff you want to make time for, and you don't make time for the stuff that you don't want to make time for. And because you live by yourself and there's nobody else to check you on this foolishness, you're doing it until it get too bad even for you. And then you begrudgingly come clean it up. But you wouldn't have to do all of this if you was to keep it clean and orderly in the first place. So what happens when you clock out? I don't want to hear about you can't take a shower. So what happens when you clock out? What happens when you wake up in the morning? What's your routine when you wake up in the morning? Even if we want to lean on the autism, most autistic people have to have a routine or else their anxiety go crazy. So they have to have the routine in place, and they usually can't deviate from the routine or else it messes with them. So when you get up in the morning, you just step over your crusty panties and all of that. Don't brush your teeth and you just go. You just wake up and rub the crust out your eyes and roll out of the house. That's gross. That's gross. I'm really not trying to hear it. Because this isn't even hoarding. This is just filth. And you want to quit your job. The job ain't the problem. That's not stopping you from getting up. I mean, that's what killed me, the morning routine. When you get up 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, getting ready to go to work. And you the first thing you do, you hit the bathroom, use the bathroom. So it just don't strike your mind. Let me brush my teeth. Let me wash my face. Let me jump in the shower. Could it be you don't want to jump in the shower because the shower is filthy because you haven't cleaned it in weeks? So you rather just take a little duck bath and hit the road? Stop playing. Stop playing. And then the people was in the comment section justifying, oh, we know how you feel. She wanted to throw in the whole capitalism thing. Oh, I'm not born to do the shareholder, but you are born to wash your butt. Stop playing with me. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.